Do you have any advice for a young woman starting in a green industry?
Yeah, that's really important. If you have a global society that's made up of 50% female and 50% male, it's not just making an economic sense if women are not really empowered to lead in their different sectors. And what I can say to a young female, discover your passion, believe in yourself, be diligent, build your network. They will come very handy when you never expected it. And then be confident to positively change the status quo. At IntelliDigest, our solution is disrupting the waste management sector, is empowering the food system to become more sustainable, and it is paving way for the use of sustainable chemical in the future. This all started from my love for nature and passion to engineer solutions to address global issues. So for every female out there, believe in yourself, be your network, to come very handy, and then move on to drive the change you really want to see in the society you live in.
Those are great. Those are great tips. I mean, I think passion and self-belief clearly are hugely important, not just to young women, but to all of us. Pursuing careers in what we do. What is the one change the government could introduce to ensure that green jobs are at the heart of the recovery?
I think capacity building and innovation is really important, and very pleased to see the recent bill that you submitted to look at how we can fund more risky innovation and more risky projects. So I'm hoping that that's something that will take off, and rather than we putting a lot of funding, which is good in research, in fundamental research and publication, how can we then look at actually driving that research into commercialization and then preventing a lot of death of very early stage startups, very innovative startups? How can we support transition from academic research into actual commercialization? Having been through that as doing my PhD research and being supported by Royal Academy of Engineering and Royal University of Edinburgh to the Enterprise Fellowship, to move from academic work into really commercializing the business, I can truly say that this is something we need to work more on, to empower more academic researchers to turn their wonderful research work into something that really benefits the society. And also capacity building is very important, because there's need not only for behavioral change, individual behavioral change. It's also important that organizations also go through this behavioral change. So how do we provide that capacity building that enable people to set the right target, the next step, measurable next steps to actually meet these targets we've got in place, so that we can meet the 2030 target as well as the 2050 target. Thank you.
No, that's great. And I think you're quite right. I mean, this is not just a problem for net zero. I mean, how government encourages scale up of new businesses is a very important question. I mean, I don't think we've got things necessarily as working as efficiently in that regard as they might be. But these are great ideas, so thank you. You struggle to be what you can't see. Is there an initiative to help young people from diverse backgrounds see work in green jobs so that they know the attributes that they need?
Yeah, very relevant question for us at IntelliDigest, because we do partner with a lot of universities, and we give university students opportunity to engage with us, and we've seen a lot of benefit for these students working with us. So many of them, they go out with a complete mind shift and mind change towards how they live their life regards to the food system. And I know that one of my interns in the past, I've actually got a job with the Scottish Gas Network just because of the work he did with us. So there's a lot of benefit with SMEs, businesses engaging widely with universities and having that way to share what they're doing in a very positive way that impacts the life of these young people. And like Heidi mentioned, the Kickstart program is also a very great opportunity, as well as the apprenticeship program, which also gives opportunity for young people to come into the company at the very early stage. You learn through the company and understand the culture and belief of that company, especially with regards to green businesses and businesses at the forefront driving this green model. So I think those are the ways at IntelliDigest we are helping to get the message out there, empower young people to take that decision to take roles and jobs in the green industry. And I think that's really delivering huge positive results.
Thank you very much.